What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. And today, today I'm in a, I'm waiting for something. I'm shooting a video first time on my gaming rig. I usually shoot my videos on my Mac. My Mac is bugging. I have an appointment with the Apple Store tomorrow, and yeah. Don't, I'm on fucked up sites. I'm thinking I'm invincible. For a long time, they were saying that Macs couldn't get viruses and all that shit. Don't you believe it? But anyway, Valve has come out to release some of their specs that they're planning to have for these Steam boxes. You know what I mean? And they're pretty impressed. They destroyed the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One in terms of specs. You know what I mean? Now a lot of console gamers are intrigued by maybe the Steam box. They want to have it because they think of it because these sales. I'll be the first to tell you. Not everything on Steam is cheap. You know what I mean? When these new, like I played, then it's $70 for my Splinter Cell. You know what I mean? That's being real. And that's not without me getting a disc. You know what I mean? A lot of their older games are cheap. Like I just paid $10. If you guys don't have it, I got Street Fighter versus Tekken. I bought it for $10. You know what I mean? I bought it for $10. The game is beautiful on PC. I can't even explain how gorgeous it looks. You know what I mean? But enough of that. You know what I mean? But like I said, if you guys are got a gaming rig, if you're friends with me, I have it on my Next Gen 720 Steam account. Send me an invite. Actually, I bought two of them. It was $20 $10 a piece. I got it on both of my Steam accounts, but hit me up. Let's get it in. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So anyway, Valve came up with some of their specs for their their Steam box. You know what I mean? And we talk about how you Sony phones like to talk about specs and gigaflops. Shit, you can add the motherfucking PlayStation 4 with the Xbox One, and like it still won't be as much power with one of these boxes. Now here's the thing: what I don't understand what they're doing, Valve. I'm sorry. Who are they marketing this machine for? Are they going back after the home console gamer? They're not going to know nothing about. Like, see, think about if your parents going to buy you. Say, Mom, I want a Steam box for Christmas, and they're going to have so many different SKUs of this thing. You know what I mean? I was looking at one site had a price of for one of the Steam boxes. Estimate about $1,500. You think about it. You're talking about with the Titan. You know what I mean? That's with the Titan with the Intel i7 4770 processor. A lot of parents ain't gonna know about none of that shit. I think Valve should have came up with one SKU and left it open, you know what I mean, that you can upgrade it as time goes on to put whatever you want to put in there, you know what I mean? But they're gonna have like different, several different versions of the Steam box, you know what I mean? Now Valve's not making the hardware themselves. They are partnered with like Dell and HP and all of them, you know what I mean? And when you walk, I don't think they're even sell these damn things in GameStop, but I don't think so because GameStop they're not going to deal with this. You know what I mean? They're not going to deal with this. They're going to be download only. And you guys were complaining about the whole DRM situation. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but like I said, I don't know who Steam is really. Are they going after the hardcore Sony and Xbox fans? You know what I mean? And like I said, there's a big misconception too. Valve has this new OS. You know what I mean? Valve despises Windows, whatever. They have this new Steam OS, and they want third party to make games for this. You know what I mean? Around, Linux. You know what I mean? 99.9% of the games, the computer games, are made on Windows with DirectX and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And I have a Mac. You know what I mean? And I have Steam on my Mac. There's like 4 games in there. I'm just being real. But here's the thing, though. It is a big misconception about Steam and about their games being so cheap. Now, newer games, like, Call of Duty, Ghosts, all that shit is $60, $50, whatever, on Steam right now. Only the older games, like I just bought Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I bought that. Listen, too, if you guys got that, I bought on both my Steam accounts. Next Gen Silver 20, that shit was $10. I don't know if it's still on sale. That game looks beautiful on PC. But anyways, I was saying, a lot of their older games are cheap, but their newer games they're not as cheap. You know what I mean? I paid $70 for my Splinter Cell Blacklist. That's just being real, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know who Valve is marketing the Steam box for. Now, they say they want people to play on their television. I'm on my 55-inch LED Samsung 8000 series right now. I got my rig hooked up to my TV. You know what I mean? Via HDMI. You know what I mean? They say they want, Most motherfuckers, if they game, they claim like this is my space here, this is the boom boom room. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, who are Valve really marketing this to? You know what I mean? I know Steam has about 50 million users, something like that, but they already have rigs. Now I know Steam did take a poll. Most motherfuckers with gaming rigs are weaker than will be weaker. They are weaker than the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? Even the Wii U. But a lot of motherfuckers like choke you. A lot of motherfuckers got weak rigs. You know what I mean? You know, that's the truth. But not everybody. Some motherfuckers got beast. You know what I mean? But everybody ain't maxing. Let me tell you, there's one thing. Everybody ain't maxing games out. Fuck, a lot of these motherfuckers run bragging on YouTube. You know what I mean? They playing shit on PC at 720p at 30 frames per second. That's real shit. Like, motherfuckers be having some fucked up rigs. Now, what I'm saying, but anyway, I'm not going to study about what rigs, but I don't know who Valve is marketing this too. I think it's going to be kind of confusing if your mom and pop walk into the store and say, hey, you know what I mean, look at this when you, look, I mean, they say, hey, my kid wants a Steam box. They said, check it out. They said, if you thought that 8 gigabytes of RAM for the PS4 and the Xbox One was impressive, we consider that high-end version of the Steam machines are going to support a monstrous 16 gigabytes of RAM that will combine the top range NVIDIA Titan GPU. It's going from it's going to go start to Titan down. So they're not even using AMD cards, they are using NVIDIA cards. You have the Titan, GTX 780, 770, 767, all and down. You know what I mean? They're going to have different models, but you know. But I'm just saying though, you can have an i7, an i5, an i3 processors, all these shit like this, but the average Joe Smo ain't gonna know what all that shit about. Like I said, who are they really marketing this to? You know what I mean? They said you want the high end one. I don't see this. This one site said maybe the high end one, maybe $1,500 bucks. So like I said, people having a problem right now complaining about paying $500 for an Xbox One. But I'm just being real. But you know, and here's another thing. Where a lot of console gamers think that everything's cheap on Steam. Like I said, their newer games cost just about as console games. You know what I mean? The older games do be cheap, but Valve want these developers, these third parties, to make games directly for their Steam OS. So Activision, EA, they got to hire a separate team just to make their game for their OS. So, you know what I mean? If that's the case, which, you know, that's a lot of more man hours, that's a lot more money, are they still going to be able to get those great deals? You know what I mean? You know, but it's not true. They still going to have to make games for Windows. You know what I mean? That's 99.9% of the PCs or gaming rigs are Windows. You know what I mean? But Valve want their Steam machines to be, you know, I guess to be just as big as. I don't see it happening. I'm just being real. I really don't see that happening. Even if they do get a couple third party on the board, you know what I mean? They got to hire a separate team just to make games for that OS. You know what I mean? To make the same Call of Duty just to run on that OS. That takes manpower, that takes money, you know what I mean? So will they will still be able to offer those same games for cheap? That's the question at hand. And who are they really marketing? They should have just came out with one SKU and let you be able to upgrade that SKU. They're going to have about mad different SKUs. And Valve's not even making the hardware. Valve is just, you know, they're not. They partner with HP, you know, Dell, all these other, you know, marketing, you know, I mean, all these third-party, you know, party PC makers. You know, their Valve was not even making their hardware themselves, man. You know what I mean? But we should see. Am I interested in getting a Steam box? Nah, I have two high-end gaming rigs. You know what I mean? Unless they come up with something that's really exclusive that you can't, you know, what's but on the Steam machine. And secondly, that controller they showed was dog shit. You know what I mean? It was dog shit. You know what I mean? Nah. I hope it, you know, will let you use the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 controllers, because that controller they showed is dog shit. But now here's the thing. Now being that Valve is trying to go into the home console market, I don't see Microsoft allowing them to use either their 360 controller or their new Xbox One controller on this whole Steam box. Because that controller, that hybrid have mouse and keyboard. Nah, that shit right there ain't official, man. I'm just being real, you know what I mean? But as far as spec-wise, power, the Steam boxes they're going to rape the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It ain't even no argument. Like, you Sony ponies like to argue this shit. Ain't even no motherfucking argument. You know what I mean? Now, will this thing be successful? I don't know. I think it all boils down to price. You know what I mean? And their library. And, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't think Steam Valve is going to still be able to offer those same sales if they convince third party to make games directly for their OS. And if they still have to make games for the consoles into the other PCs. Now everybody's not going to get on board with this Steam box, you know what I mean? Which, like I said, costs us money, and I don't see, like I said, the developers are not in the business to lose money, in the business to make money, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know. This thing's supposed to come out 2014, 2014, you know what I mean? So we're going to see. Like we're still going to see. But they got, like I said, they should just make one SKU, let you be able to upgrade that motherfucker if you choose to. And, but they got about 30, 40 different SKUs of this motherfucking Steam machine, man. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up, and let me know what you guys think. Now, like I said, as far as power, spec-wise, I will leave a link, and the Steam box is going to rate the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 as far as specs. Now, do I think it's practical? Nah, I don't. I don't. Me personally, I'm not even being a hating. I'm not even being a hater. I'm sorry. I don't see it being, you know, really successful. That's my personal opinion. It's too techy, too, you know what I mean? Like, everybody don't know what i740Ks and all that dumb shit. Motherfuckers want something they can sit down, plug and play, you know what I mean? I'm just being real. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up, and as I always say, bang, bang. Damn, dog! That motherfucker got it tightened. God damn. You ponies and you motherfucking Xbox, we can't listen, man. We went along. We can't argue with this motherfucker in terms of specs. Fuck it, but Microsoft said when all spells say fuck it, we got more money than anybody, man. I'm out of here. Bang, bang.